Live from Hooper Stadium on the campus of Nevada Union High School, Touchdown Productions, championship television for the Foothills, is proud to present the Metro League Championship game. Tonight, your defending Metro League champion, the Nevada Union Miners, take on their new league rival, the Granite Bay Grizzlies. On this 2004 homecoming night, all the action is coming up right here on your Foothill Game of the Week. A capacity crowd awaits the start of this Metro League Championship game here at Hooper Stadium. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first ever league game between the Nevada Union Miners and the Granite Bay Grizzlies. I'm Marty Mortensen, along with our football analyst Jim Adams, our producer and director Gil Dominguez, and of course the rest of the Touchdown Production Sports team. And Jim, wouldn't you know it, the first time Granite Bay comes to Nevada Union for a league game, the championship is on the line.
Well, you got that right, Marty. Well, the Miners have a sore spot for this Granite Bay team since they played NU in two non-league games in 2001 and 2002. Those losses were the only blemish on two section championship seasons. Now this year, Granite Bay is undefeated in the Metro, the newcomer to the Metro, and has defeated Grant. And so with Grant defeating NU last week, it creates a pivotal contest here tonight, with the Miners needing a victory to earn at least a part of the Metro League title.
And if all this excitement wasn't enough, it's also the 2004 homecoming for the Miners. And so as the teams continue to warm up, let's pause to remind you that the Metro League Championship game is an exclusive telecast of Touchdown Productions and is being underwritten tonight by Liberty Motors and the new Liberty Motors in Auburn. Liberty Motors is your local Dodge, Chrysler, Plymouth dealer and is proud to display the Motor Trend's SUV of the year, the 2004 Hemi-powered Dodge Durango, only at Liberty Motors and Liberty Motors Auburn.
Hanson Brothers Construction and HB Rentals. HB Rental Manager Craig Arthur knows you have lots of work to do before winter sets in. So he has a variety of tools on hand for you to finish those final projects of the year. Hanson Brothers Construction and HB Rentals.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. State Farm Insurance agent Mike Bratton is proud to offer you a variety of insurance products for your auto, life, and health to protect you and your family and your investments. It's Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services.
Placer Title Company. Sally Vigil and Larry Ingersoll remind you that Placer Title offers you full-service title and escrow service now and has two locations to serve you in Grass Valley and the new office in Bear River in the Combi Center. Placer Title Company.
Paulette's Country Kitchen. Paulette and John Rickard offer a traditional country-style breakfast every day of the week with a complete and varied menu, including breakfast and lunch served all day long. And, of course, those homemade pies. Paulette's Country Kitchen.
Grass Valley Glass. Shauna, Marty, and NU linebacker coach Curtis Sawin are part of the NU football family and specialize in one-day windshield replacement or crack repair to get you back on the road quickly. And they work with most major insurance companies, Grass Valley Glass.
And by Touchdown Productions, championship television for the Foothills since 1997. Thank you for joining us tonight, and be sure to tune in every week as we follow all the local teams through the playoffs on our Foothill network of stations, ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn, USA Media Channel 23 in Bear River and Colfax, NCTV Channel 11 in Grass Valley and Nevada City, and our newest station, Lake of the Pines, Channel 7. And Jim, all the excitement going on here tonight. Nice, balmy evening, and I think both teams are fired up. What kind of input you got for us tonight?
Well, you know, this has been a great practice all week for Nevada Union, and I think there's great emphasis on this team doing well. Coach talked to the players about character, focus, and rising above the adversity. All of the players were very unhappy about the Grant game last week. I think that there were two things that made them unhappy. One was the second half offensive performance, even in light of the amount of time the defense spent on the field. They did a very good job. Offense was shut out in the second half by Grant. And then the other thing that made them unhappy was how on that final drive of the game, they felt that they had one more play when the ball was spiked with a second and a half to play, only to have the clock expire and the officials proclaim the game over. However, there's a vantage point to look at here, Marty, and that is if these players can take the adversity that they faced last week, and if they can transform that into energy to face a very good Granite Bay team tonight, then Nevada Union will have a chance to really get some benefit from that hard-fought 24-21 loss last week at Grant. Out this week for Nevada Union, just to give you a little bit of a health report here, Brennan McFadden still has the deep bone bruise. He is expected to be cleared this coming week. Bye week next weekend. Nevada Union does not play. All other teams play. So if Brennan is not cleared this week, you most definitely would expect him to be cleared the week before the bye week and the postseason. Jason Weathern still continues to be bothered by the pinched nerve that he received in the game out of Yuba City and has not been cleared to play. Mike McLean also bothered by a pinched nerve and has not cleared. Garrett Lee did not dress tonight. Jake Moore will fill his spot. And let's talk about Josh Noxon for a minute. Josh was bothered at practice on Monday, had a little bit of difficulty on Tuesday, was back at it Wednesday, had a great practice yesterday, and I really look for a lot of Nevada Union's pass success to go through Josh Noxon tonight. As I mentioned, bye week next week, but after next week, who knows who will be playing in the playoffs. Hypothetically, Marty, we could end up playing Grant again. Nevada Union could end up playing this Granite Bay again. There's just an awful lot of questions that have yet to be answered. But for Nevada Union, a must-win tonight in which they're probably going to have to step it up and have absolutely their best game of the season. For those of you who might be thinking of a playoff scenario of home field, I regretfully tell you that that is a little bit of a long shot right now for the first game. Grant is playing Yuba City. If Yuba City beats Grant, if Nevada Union were to lose, there would be a three-way tie for second place in the Metro Conference. Strangely enough, 2 out of the 3 teams would go then to the playoffs, and those would be by the luck of the draw. So some interesting scenarios as we face tonight's game. But one of the things, Marty, that is for sure is that we should see a very excellent contest tonight. This Granite Bay team, surprisingly enough, strongly resisted coming to the Metro Conference, and yet here they are, undefeated in the Metro Conference, and their only blemish is a loss 2 weeks ago to Sonora, 17-14. Sonora, a strong team, caught them by surprise and beat them. But let's talk about Granite Bay here a little bit. Very strong, motivated team, very good players, very fast. Some positions large players, other positions smaller players, but we're going to see on offense they are very well balanced and have not only a good runner but also some good receivers. So should be interesting tonight, Marty.
Yeah, very good insight there, Jim, and we'll tell you, we'll get right back to the start of this game here as we tell you that the Metro League Championship game tonight is being underwritten by Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Chuck Cavro's dishes up truck and auto altitude and attitude every day with a selection of truck products for all the construction and commercial trades, including Weather Guard. It's the DZ and Racket Trucks Rack. Top This Truck and Auto Accessories.
Pro Glass. Pro Glass specializes in many types of custom glass, including shower enclosures and mirrors, along with installation in new construction and energy-efficient replacement windows to save you money on heating and cooling your home. The name says it all, Pro Glass.
Landcraft Landscape Construction, Homecraft Building and Design. Tony Barrows and Brian Foster double team you with their custom home design service. Tony scores points early by creating custom outdoor living spaces, while Brian wins the game by remodeling fine custom homes, Landcraft Landscape Construction, and Homecraft Building and Design.
Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Plaza Tire is proud to be an official Michelin dealer and offer you the new Michelin Hydro Edge, and the Hauser family congratulates Mark and his election to the high school board of trustees. Plaza Tire and Auto Service.
The House of Print and Copy, Patty Free, now owns the copy store that thinks it's a print shop and is proud to offer a selection of Christmas products, including family calendars, and their new Canon Color copier completes your jobs in minutes. It's the House of Print and Copy.
Walker's Office Supply. Mike Anderson and the staff at Walker's know your business, and they certainly know your name. So you receive that personal touch, plus a selection of office products to make your job a lot easier. Walker's Office Supplies.
And by Touchdown Productions, championship television for the Foothills, celebrating our 8th season televising high school football. This is Marty Mortensen along with Jim Adams saying thank you for inviting us into your living rooms tonight and every week as we continue to bring you only the best in local sports right here on your Foothill Game of the Week and on our Foothill Network of station. Let's go on down to the field and see the coin toss, and we're about ready to start this exciting Metro
Home team,
League
this
contest.
is the heads. That's the tails. Okay. What is your call?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Tails.
we need to throw out a huge thank you. Doing a fine job year after year. Take a
It
look
is
at
heads.
that.
Nevada Union, you won your toss.
Nevada County. Let's give it up.
You want
for
you
Nevada
want to
County
defer?
Graham,
Excuse me, sir.
Ken, Bob, and Lynn.
You want to receive, okay. Which goal do you want to defend? You want to defend this goal, kick away. Okay, Nevada Union's over here, Granite Bay's over here. Okay, it's this half. You won a toss. Defer. Okay, we'll defend here, receive.
All right, Nevada Union won the toss. They are deferring for the second half kickoff. And they'll be kicking off to Granite Bay as we start this big championship game, Jim. And it looks like it's got to be a win tonight for Nevada Union. That loss last week put them in a tough position, and they can't afford to lose another game prior to the playoffs.
No, they really can't, Marty, and they definitely are going to have their work cut out for them tonight. This Granite Bay team is an excellent quality team, but Nevada Union will probably be they'll probably have to reach into themselves and have their best contest of the year. I think there's going to be some keys to this contest. One is turnovers. There's a possibility, although this did not play out last week against Grant, that the team with the least amount of turnovers could win this game. Nevada Union's going to have to keep the penalties down. They're going to have a better pass rush. They're going to have to play well defensively against the run, and they're going to have to play well defensively against the pass, which has been a little bit of a challenge for them almost all season long. I believe offensively we're going to see Nevada Union have a much better mix of the pass and run tonight. Last week we saw them feature almost exclusively the run, and tonight we're going to see them do not only the run, but there's going to be a lot of passing that's going to be involved. A very creative game plan for Nevada Union tonight, Marty. So the question is execution.
Well, we'll go out now to the center of the field for the singing of our national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem. The flag is located at the east end of the stadium by the scoreboard. Singing the national anthem for us tonight. Let's walk under the direction of Mr. Ron Bash. The Miners first.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly
Well, Jim, a different rendition of the Star Spangled Banner tonight. That's the first time we've heard that version. And a nice job by the Nevada Union chorus as they come off the field now. The players will come back and we'll be ready for the kickoff. Full house here tonight from Granite Bay and also from Nevada Union. And I knew it was going to be a full house tonight when I showed up an hour and a half before this game started, and I had to park about 2 miles away. So that's just the way the community supports this team. And there are a lot of people up from Granite Bay. They're standing room only. They brought in some extra bleachers behind the goalpost, and it's going to be an exciting game tonight. So the Miners have got to put on a good show for their home fans tonight.
Yes, they do. It's going to be interesting to see Granite Bay when they come out on offense, and I'm not sure, Marty, I've ever seen that many people here. You take a look up above the visitors' seating area, you even see people sitting on the dirt up above the seats. And so we've got a full house. This is a highly emotional game. Granite Bay trying to put the exclamation point on their season, and Nevada Union trying to grab a share of the Metro League Championship. So to kick off and start off our game, Marty Mortensen. Marty?
All right, thanks a lot, Jim. We're about ready for the kickoff. Jelinski will be kicking off, trying to get it deep into the end zone. Looks like he will. It'll come out to the 20-yard line, no run back. Once again, his strong leg continues to keep the offensive team from doing any kind of a run back, and he's done quite a good job so far this season.
At quarterback for Granite Bay, you're going to see Pat Devaney. He has accepted a full ride at the University of Colorado. Will be playing for the Buffalo next year. His main receiver is Rico Russo, who has 26 catches for 327 yards, and then a trio of runners who have all gained more than 400 yards on the season.
Well, Devaney comes into this game with 1,108 yards and 8 touchdowns, so he's got quite an arm on him. And hands off to the second man through, and that is Partridge as he goes over the left side for about 8 yards, looks like.
Partridge with 414 yards on the season coming into tonight's game, and Nevada Union will definitely be challenged on their defensive line tonight. They're going to have to be ready, and on that play they blew right past them into the secondary. 2nd and 3.
2 backs in the backfield, 2 wide outs to each side of the field. There's a inside handoff to the fullback as he goes over the left side, and I think he's going to get the first down, and he does for about a 3-yard run. They'll move the chains. 1st and 10 on about the 30.5-yard line. Two running plays so far is Devaney has not looked at going for a pass. Same formation, and there's an end around coming up and making the stop. That was set up by J.P. Beer Temple and also James Brenly.
And Reese Miner, an excellent play over there on that side. They were able to contain that play, and actually it went for about a 4-yard loss on the play. So that's exactly what Nevada Union has to do. They have to penetrate and string it out. Here, as you take a look at the replay, here's what they did right on that play. They got great coverage. Now, he has some good blocking, but take a look there. And there's 2 of the NU players getting in there, good penetration, and that'll bring up a 2nd and long.
This will be a pass out into the flat, and nobody's over there on that. On number 80, that'll go for a first down. That is Heaton. Oh, it's just short of the first down. He picked up 10 yards. Now he's
Nick Cantrell in on the tackle there. So that will bring up a 3rd down and about 6 yards on the play for Granite Bay. And these are the plays that Nevada Union had difficulty stopping last week. The 3rd and long really was almost a killer. So let's see how they do on this for 3rd and long play here with 9:45 to play in the first quarter.
3 wideouts, single back in the backfield, quick pass, no rush, over the middle, nice play. That's going to Good, that could go all the way, and it's going to. He's down to the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Granite Bay. Right over the center, right between the safety and the linebackers. Caught it on about the 32-yard line. Took it 32 yards with 2 blockers in front of him, and touchdown, Granite Bay.
And deja vu, that's exactly how the game started last week at Grant. A long pass on a 3rd down play, and just like that, Granite Bay is up 6-0.
They made that look very easy, Jim. There's a good snap. The kick is up, and it looks like it is good. So Granite Bay jumps out to a quick 7-0 lead with 9:25 left to go in the first quarter.
And you know, Granite Bay is a very explosive team. What you just saw, if you don't contain it, it will bite you almost every time. If you take a look at this replay right here, 3rd down and long again. Excellent opportunity for Nevada Union.
And not much pass rush, Jim.
No, and that's another thing that they're probably going to have to work on. If you take a look how the offensive line contains Nevada Union. A 2-step drop, throws right over the middle there. There he already has the first down, and there is a broken tackle. James Brindley does not make the tackle there, and then an excellent block there on Jacob Moore, and he's off to the races. And those are the kind of plays that Nevada Union is going to have to prevent tonight, because there's great potential that this team is stronger than Grant in many ways, and Nevada Union in a 7-0 hole with 9:25 to play in the first quarter.
They do this. They did this when they were in the Sierra Foothill League too. I don't know what they've used this for 5 years. I don't know what the purpose of that is. They run up to the line, maybe attempting an onside kick, but right up the middle, he's got a herd of blockers in front of him, and that is first time we've seen Rich Herrera. None of the run to the outside with the fake. He just took it right up the middle, got his blockers, and took the ball all the way on out to the 40-yard line, and they've got a good place to start right here, Jim.
Absolutely, and that was a scheme that I saw before the game, and, you know, Rich might be a natural, so.
In motion is Rich Herrera on the right side. He's got an opening. He's got a big, and he fumbles the ball, and he gets it back. Boy, that was close. He took it down to the 40-yard line.
Fortunate play there.
20-yard line, 20-yard run. But, boy, he almost lost that ball as it popped right out of his hand. Very fortunate to get that back.
My gosh, it popped right back up into his hands. And everybody watch this play right here. Josh Noxon on our near side. Pass will be coming to him.
Rolling out, and he's got it in the flat. Takes it outside. That was to Noxon.
Important to establish the game, as has been our tradition. We try to give you a little bit of a look into the first 4 plays of the game. This next play should be interesting. Josh Noxon again. Josh with the torn ACL, playing with a brace. This time, instead of the left flat, there's Josh lining up in the right flat. Watch the pass coming over to him.
Okay, Ty Smith over center. In motion is Herrera, and they hand it off to Rich Herrera, and he jukes his way around the right side and takes the ball for a first down.
Obviously,
obviously.
And here's that first Herrera run right here. Watch him now here, and look at how he changes directions. Watch him come right at you here pretty quickly.
He's got that ball away from his body. Here we're back to live action now. Herrera in motion, and a handoff again to Herrera over the right side. That goes for a few yards. Well, Nevada Union is moving that ball down the field.
They are, and we may see a somewhat similar game plan to last week. Initially, I thought there'd be a lot of passing to complement the running, but if the run is there, they'll definitely take it, and here's another first down for Nevada Union.
There's Potter in motion. He goes over the left side and gets the ball handed off to him, but he picks up about a yard or two.
And here we'll take a look at the end of that one play where Rich fumbles the ball, and it comes right back up to him again. Now watch this. takes the hit right there, and there it is. Look how it comes right back up to it.
Picks up an extra 3 yards.
Very fortunate. Look at all the Granite Bay players that were right there.
Live action. Rolling out is Smith, and he fires it over to Noxon, and it goes incomplete over his outstretched hands as he went up for it. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
I believe there's a possibility that we'll see Bo Cassell more involved in the pass offense tonight, too.
Rolling back again, and Smithy's going to go into he's got his man wide open, but he overthrows him. Boy, wide open. That was Cassell, just as you said, and he was open.
Bo open over there in the right side of the end zone. Was kind of looking over the wrong shoulder, and had the ball been thrown a little bit differently, he would have had a better opportunity. Now, if you take a look, here's an interesting part that I saw in the warm-ups. Look at the field goal attempt here. This could be a fake. Let's take a look because we have Dante Punteri in for the field goal. I don't know. That is very interesting. I don't know. Chris did not always kick there in the warm-up, so that was an interesting part of it. So Nevada Union on their first drive, they drive the ball well, but they come up short. They, on a 1st and 10, can't move the ball, have an unsuccessful field goal attempt, and now our second look at that Granite Bay offense.
Spread formation in motion now, and there's a handoff to the second back through. He goes up the middle, but Nevada Union is right there to meet him.
And that's exactly what they're going to need to do, is have some very strong gang tackling where they take that pile and they push it backwards. A 2-yard gain on the play for Granite Bay, and that'll make it a 2nd and 8.
They have a big offensive line going up against the smaller Nevada Union defense. 2 backs in the backfield looking for a pass. He rolls out, but he's going to get sacked. That
Andrew
is
Jackson.
Pat Devaney going down against Jackson, and also
and that's
looked like Reese Minor was in on that.
That's exactly the penetration that they need, Marty. They're going to have to do a better job at causing that quarterback to be rushed. I hate to say it, but that brings up another 3rd down and long. The Miners have been vulnerable in this situation, but if they can put some pressure on Devaney, then you can see the result right there. So 3rd down and about 13.
Partridge in I formation behind the quarterback Devaney. There's the rollout and the handoff over the left side, and Nevada Union strings it out, forces out of bounds short of the 1st down by about 6 yards. That'll bring up a 4th down.
And that is a good defensive stand by Nevada Union. That will bring up 4th down, and it should be a punting situation, and Granite Bay does send in their punting team. So, Marty, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. After giving up 7 points on the first drive for Granite Bay, Nevada Union comes back, and they hold solid. And I would say what anchored that was the sack of the quarterback. They need to get more pressure because those sacks are immeasurably valuable.
Big kick rush. Coming up for it is Beer Temple, and he tries to maneuver around, but unable to as he's thrown for a loss. They'll give him his forward motion to the 50-yard line. Good good punt rush by Nevada Union.
And there's the value, Marty, of them stopping Granite Bay on 3 and out, because now Nevada Union is at the 50-yard line. Great field position to start their second drive. Let's see if they can do something with this possession.
They come out in a hurry. Smith hands it off to Ryan Herrera as he goes for about 11 yards.
He rode the back of the defender there and picked up a first down. That should be 1st and 10, picking up about 10.5 yards on the play. And the Herrera brothers definitely the workhorses here.
Single back in motion. Handoff over the right side to Strong, and he picks up another first down.
So a really nice run there by Strong. Takes it over the right side there. Another first down for Nevada Union. They're running the ball well. But one of the things that they really need to do, which was a challenge last week, is to balance this running game with a good passing game. That passing game is very crucial, and they've got to make it work for them. 1st and 10.
Well, there's a fumble, and they may have lost it. I can't tell.
No, I think
yes, they did. Looks like it. See what the referees call.
No, 2nd down.
Boy, that was lucky because Herrera was all he was in a pretzel position trying to get that ball back.
I thought, though, after he dropped it, I thought he pulled it back into his body. So fortunate enough there for Nevada Union. 2nd down and long from the 20. They've got it down to the 29-yard line. 2nd down and 12.
In motion is Potter, rolling out now, looking out, and he's got his Potter in the flat, takes it on down for a first down, down to about the 12-yard line.
Good execution on that pass play. Over to Chris Potter on the play.
They'll spot it at the 15. He stepped out of bounds before he was tackled on the 12, so that'll be 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. Nevada Union out in a hurry. 2 backs in the backfield. In motion is Potter. There's a handoff to Rich Herrera. Big hole over the right side by Nevada Union.
Nice blocking there by that offensive line. They opened up a hole there right at the right guard position, and Herrera just filled that hole and burst right through.
Let's go offense!
And here's the pass play over to Chris Potter, and that was a crucial play.
And there's a touchdown, Nevada Union, as Ryan Herrera goes in over left tackle. Big hole opened up, and they take it right in, answer it, and now have a chance to tie the score.
Back in for the extra point is Dante Punteri.
I'm going to have to look on the sideline to see what happened to Ulinski.
Well, Chris was good in warm-ups. I chatted with him briefly.
I don't see him on the sideline anywhere. Oh, there he is down at the...
And now a flag comes up, and this is the same thing that happened last week. If this penalty is against the Miners, if you remember last week against Grant, their first point after, they had to go way back on it. Okay, good. Offsides against. And now you kind of, now look at this. Here, 1 yard to go. Nevada Union is going to send in a second crew.
They're going to go for the 2 points now.
Absolutely. And as they send in a different offensive scheme, Granite Bay substitutes on defense. So a big play here early on. Nevada Union from the 1 yard line now going for a 2-point conversion rather than a single-point conversion.
Basso is in along with Ty Smith. Let's see what they call. We got Herrera. And his roll out. And he's not going to make it. Oh, he's going to come up short. That was a keeper all the way. And you got the big back in the backfield. You got Ryan Herrera and Rich Herrera, and the quarterback tries to sneak one around. Of course, he had them leading the blocks. So they come up short now.
You know, that whole drive was characterized, at least from a run point of view,
right up the middle,
by the Herreras going right up the middle and gaining big yardage. In my mind prior to the play, I thought, just give it to one of the Herreras and let him just burst right into the end zone. If he can't gain a yard, then something's wrong. But instead, Nick Cartan goes over the left side, or excuse me, Ty Smith goes over the left side there and is caught a yard short. Now take a look at this play. And there you
Nobody
see,
blocked the
see
right
Ty
tackle.
rolling to the left there. And see, the play develops about 5 yards back, and it unfortunately gives the Granite Bay pursuit plenty of time to come on up and tackle him on about the 2-yard line. So another little dose of deja vu, Marty, and that last week it was 7-6 in favor of Grant at this particular point with a failed extra point. 3:09 to play in the first quarter. Nevada Union trailing 7-6.
We need the mic turned off. We need the.
So 3:09, Nevada Union comes out to kick the ball off.
We need to tell the director that the director needs to know that he's got to turn his microphone off.
The director is obnoxious.
Hope that didn't get out over the air.
And
Whoa.
you know what? Gil Dominguez is turning 51 years old on Sunday,
Yeah.
and he's sounding like he should be in a rocking chair.
He should be in the home.
He's
Should be
rather
in the home.
cantankerous
Oh,
at times.
man, no kidding. Now there's Ulinski with the kick. It's going to come down to about the 2-yard line. And over there, all the way on down the left side, and being tackled in there by Sussberg as he comes up and makes a stop, but not after about the runner got it out to about the 28-yard line.
Marty, is Gil turning 51 or 61 on Sunday?
Well, you might try 71, but I think it's 51.
You know, I saw him sipping on some Geritol before the game.
Yeah. Two backs in the backfield. Devaney over center, in motion, and a handoff to number 5. That's Partridge, and he takes it up to about the 41-yard line for a first down. So they're keeping the ball on the ground, even though that they've got a strong quarterback.
Will Partridge with 414 yards coming into the game, the number 2 rusher for Granite Bay.
We've got 2:46 left to go in this first quarter. 7-6 your score in favor of the Grizzlies. There's a handoff to the second back through, and that'll go for about 6 yards. That is Partridge again.
And on that play, you can see with Partridge, he gets the second and third efforts, and the second and third efforts gain him about an additional 3 yards. And so a very nice 6-yard gain on that first play.
Coming into the game for Nevada Union is Justin Lane. It's
I was
second
going to say,
and
I
about
thought
4.
Nevada Union was 1 player short, but now Gamble
now
comes
he
up.
is. There's a handoff over the right side. Coming in to stop him on the first tackler in there is Andrew Moon. May have held him for just short of the first down. No,
Nope,
they're
he'll
marking
get the first down.
Take it out to the 51-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10. They continue to grind it out on the ground. 1:54 left in this first quarter.
Very fast-paced first quarter.
Homecoming tonight during halftime. There's a pass over the center. Big play. Wow, that went to number 44, Matt Burcham. That 20-yard gain right over the middle. Nice pass by Devaney. Looks like there's a big opening out there between the linebackers and the secondary.
The secondary has had a difficult time at times this season, and Granite Bay very good from a passing point of view.
Strong formation left. There's a quick pass out into the flat. He fumbles the ball. So I think they're going to call it. They're going to call it an incomplete
No,
pass.
they're going to call it a fumble, and Nevada Union has the ball.
I'd like to see the replay on that. I don't think he ever had possession. That's what the coach is saying over there too. But the referee saw it different, and big turnover right there for Nevada Union.
Huge play for Nevada Union there. Exactly from a Nevada Union point of view, what they needed in that spot. Granite Bay driving well in that particular possession, only to turn the ball over and give it back to Nevada Union, and another chance for NU to move down the field.
There's a handoff over the left side. There's a flag. There's going to be, that ought to be a penalty, but let's see what they call. They had a penalty. It's probably going to be a hold. Here's a replay on that fumble, Jim.
You know, let's take a look here. And got it in slow motion. Take a look. He throws it on over into the flat. There he has the ball. Look at that, Marty. He goes and starts to run. The ball just was knocked right out of his hands.
Good defensive play by Nevada Union. Then they come in and fall on it.
I would have to think that last call was against. And there's the fumble right there on the field as we wind it back a little bit. Take a look here.
Who hit him? Looks like that was Jacob
No,
Jacob
take
Moore.
A look there.
There he goes. He got his hand in there, knocked it away. And then coming in to recover the fumble.
There it's still laying on the ground.
And I think that looks like Jim Gamble, who had just come into the game, picked it up.
Nevada Union takes a big penalty there, a 15-yarder, and that will take the ball back. It will cause a first down and 22 for Nevada Union.
There's a Ryan Herrera right up the middle. That gained just a couple of yards.
NU needs to find the Miners need to find a way to get themselves out of this hole. It'll be a second down and about 18 yards to go.
Smith over center. He keeps it himself, goes around the right side, but they're not going anywhere on that option play.
And that'll bring up a third down and long. And they may call timeout in this situation, and I believe they have.
Well, that's the end of the
first quarter. Wow, that moved along quickly.
7-6 in favor of Granite Bay, as the defense has stepped up after that first big possession of 80 yards in about 6 or 7 plays, and that was on their first drive, but they've held them since then.
You know, I even thought last week, Marty, in the second half of the Grant game, that even though the defense gave up 14 points, they played a heck of a half for the time that they were on the field.
Don't forget, November to remember. You got the Lady Miners first playoff game on the 8th, Lady Miners second playoff game on the 10th, as long as they keep winning. 11 on the 12th, we've got Colfax versus Bear River at Colfax. On the 13th, it's Lady Miner sectional finals. On the 18th, it's Meet the Miners and the Bruins basketball. Is it that time of the year already? Holy smokes. 11-19 NU football first playoff round. And on 11-22, the Lady Miners first NorCal. So it's going to be an exciting November, and that's a November to remember.
A lot of playoff games, a lot of exciting action right here on Touchdown Productions.
Nevada Union going from the left to our right. They hand it off to Potter over the left side. And that was about 3rd and 15, and inside handoff goes nowhere, so they'll be forced to punt. Now back, the punt is Chris Ulinski. So whatever he had troubles with, looks like it may have been solved. One back to receive. Oh, he gets off the side of his foot, but it's a nice spiral, and it's going to take a Nevada Union bounce. It's going to go all the way down to the 29-yard line of the Granite Bay, as
So that's a 37-yard kick for Nevada Union on the play, marked at the 29. And Nevada Union most definitely needs to have another strong defensive stand here.
Let's see what Nevada Union can do as a defense. Will have to step up again. Spread formation for the Grizzlies. In motion, and there's a handoff over the left side. That goes for a couple yards.
Reese Minor in on the tackle there, the first man to meet Russo coming through the backfield there. Second and long, so second down and about 7 on the play.
Strong formation to the right. Oh, there's a little reverse by the quarterback. He takes it up for a first down. He just did a little pivot, turned around and ran right up the middle as everybody was going to the right.
Devaney had the Nevada Union defense committed, heading to Nevada Union's left, and he had a nice hole there, a nice pickup of 10 yards on the play, and that'll bring up another 1st and 10 for Granite Bay.
Two receivers, wide receivers out to the right. Now in motion coming inside, but there's a handoff over the right side. Nothing there as Nevada Union comes up to meet that.
Good gang tackle there. Scott Baldwin in on the play. And on that, there's a flag on the field, and I think that possibly could be against face mask against Nevada Union.
That'll be assessed after this. At the point of the foul, and that'll take it down 5 yards, takes it to the 50-yard line. That'll bring up a first down and
about 3.
About 3-yard line, 3 yards to go. There's a handoff over the right side. That is Russo again, and Nevada Union smells that one out and comes up and puts the stop on him for a no gain.
Excellent containment by Nevada Union on that play. Russo trying to take it around the right side, and good pursuit by the Miners makes about a 2nd down and 3 yards to go.
7-6. This has turned into a defensive game as we're into the second quarter. Devaney now rolls back to pass. He's got a man out in the flat. He falls down, makes the catch for the first down.
And that was
Heaton.
That was the first time that you saw a little bit of the effects of the wet field. I initially thought maybe the wild card for the game would be the field. After we had about 2 days of rain earlier this week, they inadvertently did not cover the field as they usually do because they didn't expect the storm. But the field has held up well, and the groundskeepers have done an excellent job.
Russo in motion again. Oh, they smelled that play out. Oh, great defensive play by Brenly and Minor as they came up and stopped that before any gain at all.
And here you can take a look at that catch 2 plays ago where he throws it into the flat.
Falls
and
down.
There you can kind of see the little bit of stumbling there by number 80, Jamison Heaton. 2nd and 10, no gain on the play for the Granite Bay Grizzlies.
Strong formation right again. Russo now running, going back is Devaney over the middle into triple coverage, broken up.
Excellent play there by J.P. Beer Temple. You know, when the ball arrived, Marty, the thing that he did wisely there is he put the hit on the receiver,
That was
breaking up the pass, and now another 3rd down and long. Came back on that particular play to Jamison Heaton there in that situation.
had triple coverage on that wide receiver. So 3rd down and long. Moving out into the flat is Partridge. Nobody in the backfield. Now he's going to try to run it up the middle. He's going to, but he's going to get stopped for short of the 1st down. Got it down to about the 39-yard line of Nevada Union.
Excellent play there, even though he scrambled on that play. That'll bring up a 4th down, and it'll be interesting to see what the Grizzlies do in this 4th down situation. It's about a 4th and 4 on the play.
Well, they've moved the ball every time they've handed it off for a running play. They've only been stopped a couple times, so I would suspect that they'll go 4th and 3.
They have to get to the 35.
Down. So the crowd comes to life. Devaney now, maybe he'll try to call him offside. Russo in motion. There's that little twister play again, and he's not going to get it.
Excellent defensive stand by Nevada Union. And Granite Bay not only does not pick up the 1st down, but they turn the ball over and give good field position to the Miners.
That was that little spin move that went for 10 yards the first time, but Nevada Union saw that and
defended it excellent.
They certainly did.
Nice play there.
Good play by the defense.
And now they need to take the ball and set up a good long drive.
Rolling out is Smith. He's going to take it himself. Goes out of bounds. He picks up about 3 yards. Hit fairly hard out of bounds.
Short gain on the play by Ty. Gets about 2 on the play. I'm going to call it a 2nd and 8 there. Good coverage by the Grizzlies defensively against the pass on that play, Marty.
Both Herreras in the backfield. And now roll out again. He's got a man. Oh, he was hit hard. That was to Noxon, and he was just hit right at the time the ball got there. Good defensive play, knocks it away. So that'll bring up 3rd and about 8 as Nevada Union has come out this time throwing the ball. Oh, it looks like he's going to be dropped down for a sack, and he is. Nice defensive play.
And there, that pass rush by Granite Bay gets excellent results. Ty has to take the sack, and that will bring up a 4th down and about 17 for NU in a punting situation.
So Ulinski back in punt formation. Good snap. There's a good kick that time, and it goes down, signaling for a fair catch. And making it, that is Russo, as the ball will be spotted about the 34-yard line of Granite Bay, and they'll have 1st and 10. Still leading with 6 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the half by a score of 7-6. So what looked like it was going to be a all-out offensive game has turned into a defensive struggle.
Well, and I will say this, Marty. If Nevada Union can continue to contain Granite Bay and they can have this score really close going into the second half, they'll be positioned right where they need to be.
Devaney now over center. There's an inside handoff, and the defense is right there to stick him. In on that tackle leading the way was Scott Baldwin. No gain. Looks like they might have lost about a half a yard.
5:42 to go in the second quarter.
Strong to the right side. In motion is Russo, and now they're going to get him in a pass in the. Oh my goodness! Oh, man, that was what a hit put on by J.P. Beer Temple. Wow!
And on that play, that was a fumble, and so a big loss on the play. Now they're huddling.
Well, that was.
I think that was a reception.
That was a lateral. That was a lateral.
And that will bring up a 3rd down and long.
Boy, I tell you, Russo took a hit right there. I hope we have that on instant replay.
And those kind of hits can be contagious. Nevada Union playing excellent defensively right now. I hate to say that too soon, but that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 17. So excellent defensive play there.
Got to be careful right here, though, Jim.
Absolutely.
Got to be very careful. Two backs in the backfield. And they're going to run it up the middle and nowhere to go. Boy, there's that hit.
Boy, let's take a look at this here. JP, we're going to call this his hit of the season. Now take a look at it. Ruled a lateral apparently.
Yep.
And watch as soon as he gets it. Look at JP right there. Excellent slow motion coverage there.
Boy, I mean, he jarred his teeth loose on that one. Whoa. So I had the binoculars right on it, and I said, oh, that hurt me, and I'm up here.
A very impressive defensive stand by the Miners, and now with a little bit of luck, they might get good field position.
There's a nice kick. Oh, and it gets a Granite Bay bounce. It's going to go all the way down inside the 20-yard line, be down on about the 19 or 18-yard line as the receiver just let that ball go by because that was going to be a tough one to catch. I know, it was a knuckling all the way down there, so he did the right thing.
That was probably the better thing to do.
They lost a few yards. They've got a long way to go now for
but a lot of part of this game, Marty, I feel like I was there last week because here's the Miners taking the ball again with 4 minutes to play in the first half with an opportunity to take the lead.
Looks like Cartan is in at quarterback, and there is Rich Herrera trying to go over the right side, but not too much there as he gets a couple yards. Takes it out to almost to the 20-yard line. So they'll give him forward progress to the 19-yard line. Cartan is now in the game at quarterback, and Basso is in. There's that inside handoff to Potter, and that goes nowhere. And that looks like it could have been a loss of a couple yards. No, they're going to spot it at the 19-yard line again, so no gain.
The offense is going to have to find some way to move the ball better than they have in the last couple of series. The last series, they actually went backwards, losing about 6 yards, and here they are third and about 9.
Boy, there is just on that. It looked like it might have been a fumble. Let's see.
And it is
a fumble, and boy, good field position on the 20-yard line. That I believe that handoff was to Ryan Herrera. He fumbled the ball, and recovering it is Granite Bay. It's 1st and 10 on about the 20-yard line. Good field position.
2:47 to go on the 20-yard line.
Boy, now the defense has really got to step up. This could be a momentum changer right here.
One way or the other.
Yep, that's absolutely right. So Devaney in now over center. Strong to the right side. 2 backs in the backfield. In motion is Russo, and over the right side for about 3 yards. Carrying the ball is his brother, Rocky Russo. So we've got 2 Russo brothers in there.
And only about a yard on the play, so that'll bring up, well, I guess it's 2nd and 8.
2:22 left. Now they do a shift. This is going to open up the nobody in the backfield. Whoa, he's up. Boy, once again, that was JP out there just uprooted him, didn't he?
JP Beer Temple arguably having his best defensive game of the season, read that play all the way, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 14.
So they've got now, this is a big play. This is where Nevada Union was burned on that first series.
And there's JP right there, number 8. Marty, huge 3rd down play right here.
Going back to pass, rolling out. Good pass rush, no place to go, and he's knocked out of bounds. There's a flag going. Oh, that's going to be a killer. A late hit they're going to call.
So a little bit of an undisciplined play by the Nevada Union defense as the officials huddle right over there in the corner. Let's see what happens here. They're talking about this play. And unfortunately, I believe it's going to be a personal foul against Nevada Union. It is. And that will be an automatic 1st down. And let's take a look at the conclusion of this play over there. There he is as he's going out of bounds.
Oh, I didn't see a late hit.
That's
no.
Very poor call.
Oh, unless they got him.
He slipped there. Nobody hit him. That was the continuation of the player that hit him right on the far sidelines. Take a look here. If we bring that back. Now take a look. There's the hit right there. Okay, so as he comes forward, look at him still in bounds. There's the hit. Nothing wrong there. The only thing that happened was he almost knocked the official over.
But I think it looks like he was tackled right there, out of bounds. So big break for, there's an inside to Russo. And he goes nowhere as Rico Russo, who takes that handoff, loses yardage big time as the defense has stepped up.
Each team with 3 timeouts and less than a minute to go, and the clock is running. And Granite Bay's huddling.
I don't know why they ain't stopped the clock. Well, this is a good break for Nevada Union and letting the clock run down.
45 seconds.
Ball is on about the 11-yard line. They're not in it, don't seem to be in any hurry.
2nd goal.
In motion is Russo again. Quick step back. Oh, and that ball was overthrown. Good defensive play in there for Nevada Union. I think that was Cantrell on that. Oh, that was Minor and Cantrell.
So here comes another 3rd down, a huge 3rd down play. 3rd down and goal from about the 11-yard line.
Clock is stopped with 28 seconds left to go in this first half. 3rd down. Big play for Nevada Union right here. They've got to hold them. Single back in the backfield. Another pass play. They're going to catch it. And he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Granite Bay.
So Granite Bay capitalizes on that 3rd down and goal from the 11.
That was Rocky Russo.
And with 23.8 seconds to go here in the 2nd quarter, Granite Bay strikes again and leads 13-6.
There's a shot of the Granite Bay crowd cheering their team on. Going for the extra point. And that is Tyler Holt attempting the extra point. It looks like he's got it. That is good. 14-6.
So 23.8 seconds to play. But Marty, let's take a little bit of an inventory here. Defensively, Nevada Union, the Miners have played pretty good. As was the case last week, the defense has been on the field a lot in the first half. However, I think that they've performed very well against a strong Granite Bay team. And if neither team scores before half, they'll go into the third quarter only behind by 8 points, 14-6. So, and taking the kickoff in the second half. So Nevada Union needs to find a way to start moving the ball more efficiently like they did in the first drive against this strong Granite Bay team. You know, we're at halftime will only be 24 of the 48 minutes into the game. So a second half, as we saw last week, can most definitely be a different type of game. Here, I think they're going to run up to the ball here.
They're going to come up. Or maybe they'll try an onside kick, but they've kicked an onside kick out of this formation here to do it, but then they come over, then they stop. No, they're going to go on and kick it deep. It's going to go out of bounds. They could get a good field position.
No, it goes into the end zone.
Boy, every break is going away for the Granite Bay Grizzlies. That ball could have gone out of bounds on the other side of the pylon, and Nevada Union would have started on about the 35-yard line.
And, you know, the killer on that last drive was the personal foul on that third down play that would have brought up a fourth down and long. Yeah, he was, I'm going to say right here that he was hit inbounds, but the side judge that was over there had such poor positioning that he assumed it was a hit out of bounds.
Oh, there's a somebody
on the offensive line.
See how they call that. They're going to call it illegal motion by Nevada Union. That'll move them back 5 yards. 23 seconds left. They don't want to make a mistake here to give many more points, so
it might be well for them to go to the halftime locker room just down by 8.
Well, that play didn't develop very well, but that's part of it.
He needs a couple more blocks.
14 seconds left. Big gainer, about 25 yards. 20 yards. Takes it, they spot it at the 40.5-yard line. Nevada Union up at the line of scrimmage already. They got Nick Cartan calling the signals. Herrera brothers in the backfield. Oh, that was almost picked off. Coming up and knocking that ball away was John McFarland, linebacker, 6 foot, 185 pounds. That'd have been 6 points if he'd have been able to handle that.
Yes, it could have been.
They were trying to get the ball out on the flat to Noxon to step out of bounds to stop the clock.
So let's take a look here. Probably 2 plays left in the half for Nevada Union. They still have 3 timeouts. Nick Cartan in at quarterback.
Potter in motion. There's that.
He needs a block.
Oh, he's cuts back inside. He takes it down to the 28-yard line.
Nevada
3
Union
seconds.
needs to call a timeout right now.
They do. I believe it'll be a first down timeout. And now let's see if they're going to bring in to kick that field goal. Yeah, looks like Chris Ulinski is coming into the game. And they're going to call timeout. 3.8 seconds left. They're going to talk about it as Coach Humphers goes out to talk to his offense.
Well, this will be an interesting call here in this situation. And in fact, I think that even Coach Humphers is pondering what he is going to do in this situation.
Well, Ulinski did not come in for that first field goal.
But there he is. He's in now. Number 12 is in now. So this should be a 45-yarder from the right hash mark.
They line up. Let's see how it plays out as Cartan will hold. It'll be spotted on the 35. It'll be a 45-yard kick. Good snap. Ball's placed down. Got the distance, but it's going to be off to the right, it looks like. Yes, it was. had the distance, and that ends the first half. 14-6, your halftime score. Looks like he's holding his rib cage. I don't know what. Maybe something happened on that initial kickoff in the ball game.
I don't know. It would be interesting to find out what's going on in that situation. So we're at halftime here at Nevada Union on homecoming night. Nevada Union trailing 14-6. You know, Marty, I know this is going to be strange to say, but NU is not in necessarily a horrible position right now.
That's correct, Jim, and we'd like to tell you that this Metro League Championship game is being underwritten tonight by Liberty Motors and the new Liberty Motors Auburn. Auburn manager Val Vittigan is proud to announce the opening of the new Liberty Motors in Auburn to assist you in your transportation needs. Liberty Motors and Liberty Motors Auburn.
Hanson Brothers Construction and HB Rentals. Helen Orson and Jeff Hanson, along with Sue and Larry Peterson and Craig Arthur, are proud to be part of the community, and the Hanson family is proud to be a longtime supporter of Nevada Union Miners, Hanson Brothers Construction, and HB Rentals.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. State Farm agent Mike Bratton can now offer you many long-term financial investments through State Farm's financial services for a more secure future. Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services.
Placer Title Company, Sally Vigil and Larry Ingersoll remind you that you have the right to pick which title company you work with when you purchase property in Nevada County, and now Placer Title has 2 new locations in Grass Valley and Bear River. Placer Title Company.
Paulette's Country Kitchen. At Paulette's Country Kitchen, they're serving up a hot country breakfast for you every day of the week. That's right, they are open every morning with eggs and pancakes, plus omelets and waffles at Paulette's Country Kitchen.
Grass Valley Glass. NU football alumnus and linebacker coach Curtis Sawin is proud of his years at NU for the NU Miners team, and the Sawin family salutes the coaches and players who continue the traditions of football excellence year after year. Grass Valley Glass.
And by Touchdown Productions, televising local sports in the foothills since 1997. Be sure to join us next Wednesday on ACTV Channel 11 as we present the Metro League champion Lady Miners as they welcome Grace Davis to the Allied Gymnasium for the first round Sac Joaquin section playoffs. The defending NorCal champion Lady Miners are just beginning their playoff run for this year's state title, so don't miss a single game or minute of all this exciting action. It's Lady Miner playoff volleyball beginning next week on NCTV Channel 11. We've got Tiffany Chappelle down on the field, on the track, to give us some insight as to what's going on here tonight with this homecoming celebration and activities. So, Tiffany, are you there?
Yes.
Oh, great.
How are you tonight, Tiffany?
Great.
Well,
You can hear the band.
We're glad to have you with us tonight.
I'm glad to be here.
Has this been an exciting week at Nevada Union?
Oh, it's been really exciting. Everyone's been really spirited and have a lot of fun.
Now, Tiffany, what year are you at Nevada Union?
I am a junior.
I hear the junior class has a lot of spirit. Is that true?
Yes, we do have a lot of spirit. Actually, this week we had a powder puff game, and the juniors got really pumped up about that and had competitions against the seniors this week.
Is that Molly Maloney? Is she just a great president or what?
Oh, she's really great, yeah.
Well, do you have any insight for us on who is going to be crowned king and queen for tonight's homecoming?
I'm not really sure. They're all great girls, but I don't know. It's going to be a surprise. I'm not sure. That is Allie and Brett, I think.
Got some vintage cars out on the field, bringing up on the entourage of the king and queen for Nevada Union. Are they going to have floats tonight, or?
No, I don't think we're going to have floats tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any chance that the king and queen might be juniors?
No, actually, every year it's a chance between 3 seniors, and they pick one to be the winner, and the other 2 are the princesses. And then they have a princess and prince for every other grade, too.
I got to get with the program, don't I?
Yeah.
That's calling it like it is.
Hey, watch it there, Marty.
Well, why don't you tell us who's coming up in this, looks like a Mercury, 1949.
That is Lauren Green, and she's a freshman. And I'm not exactly sure who that boy is, but I haven't seen him around school. But he is a really cool kid, I heard.
How's the freshman class this year? Is there a lot of spirit with the freshman class?
Yeah, actually this week in Spirit Points they were leading. I'm not sure if they won, but they did really great. They dressed up all the days, and they went in for their Spirit Points and did really great compared to most freshman classes.
They look a little bit cold out there tonight.
Yeah, actually that girl is a cheerleader. She's on the freshman cheerleading squad.
So Tiffany, who was that again? Did you say that was Lauren Green?
Yeah, she's a freshman cheerleader this year.
Lauren Green, I thought he was an actor.
Marty, different person.
Oh, okay. I was looking for
Tiffany, just ignore him.
Okay.
We'll have a great homecoming here.
Okay.
Now, are these the sophomores here?
Yeah, these are the sophomores.
And do you know who they are?
The girl is Brittany Baldwin, and she's a cheerleader again. And I think the kid's name is Gage, but I'm not exactly sure.
Now, is Brittany what did you say Brittany's last name was?
Brittany Baldwin.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how's the sophomore class this year?
They're pretty great. Yeah, last year they came in with some spirit, but we had some trouble with them getting spirit, but they really pumped it up this year and are doing really good.
And was this like a really exciting week at Nevada Union?
Yeah, we had dress-up days all week, and everyone was participating. It was really neat to see all the spirit that everyone had.
Now, who is this individual here? Is this a junior?
Yeah, this is the junior princess, and unfortunately, the junior prince couldn't be here because he's actually playing on the varsity football team right now.
And who is the princess and the prince?
This is Lee Collins, and the junior prince is Vince Garangelli.
Okay. Well, she sounds very popular. I guess the junior class must just be totally motivated, huh, Tiffany?
Yeah, we really are. She's a great girl. She played on the Powder Puff team today.
How was that game?
Oh, it was really exciting. Everyone was getting into it. And it was really cool because a lot of the guys dressed up as cheerleaders and switched places. And they had a halftime routine, and it was really fun.
And this must be the beginning of the seniors, huh?
Yeah, they're all prince and princess right now. And then they'll crown which one's going to be the queen in a couple moments.
Tiffany, how has the school year been going at Nevada Union?
Pretty good. We've had some trouble keeping some principals lately, but I think we found a great principal this year, and he's really fun. He gets active in all the classes, and he gets around. He's just a really great guy, and he's made Nevada Union a really cool place this year.
Mr. Matheson is a great guy, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
I think he's a keeper. What do you think?
I think so. I hope he stays around.
I'm sure he will. I think he's relocated here. I think he's pretty happy.
Yes.
Now, who are these two people?
This is Teddy Cox is the girl, and it is Griffin Maury, I think, if I can see correctly on the... Yeah, I'm not sure, but... A lot of people love Teddy. She's got a lot of spirit at this school.
Now, if you were a gambler, which I know we don't endorse gambling, which of the seniors do you think is going to win?
I'm not exactly sure. Maybe Teddy. A lot of people like her, but I don't know. It's a tough decision.
So is this is the third and final contestant, is that correct?
Yes.
And look at that guy there. He kind of looked like he was begging like a dog, but that couldn't have been the case, could it?
No. Maybe he is.
Maybe he is.
These two kids are really great people. They're both on student council. Her name's Jill Peacock, and she's the ASB president this year. And the guy is Rob Tatucci, and he is one of the activities directors here at NU.
So there you have it. There are all our potential kings and queens and our princes and princesses.
Yes.
And these are the two people from last year, are they not, Tiffany?
Yes, these are the winners from last year's homecoming.
And so as you take a look, who are they again, Tiffany?
That is Sarah Callahan, and I don't exactly know who that guy is.
So there it is. So now, Tiffany, does everybody get to vote on the king and queen?
Yeah, everybody votes for a senior and boy and girl that they want to win, and then they get to vote for each person in their class.
Did anybody get disenfranchised, or were there any dimpled chads or anything like that in the voting at Nevada Union, Tiffany?
What does that mean?
Well, in the national election a few years ago, there were some people that said that they didn't get their vote counted. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. Well, when we first started, there was a tie between two girls, but they worked that out, and Jill Peacock came through, and she got a spot to be a princess, and maybe she'll win queen.
So Rose Collins, sounds like, is a...
She was the second runner-up.
And it looks like Heidi, is that Heidi there giving out the flowers?
Yeah, that's Heidi Boger. She
Okay.
is on student council this year.
She's a great kid, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a really sweet girl.
Elvis Presley and I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Well, 1957, all the hits coming your way.
Marty, you were like 30 in 57, weren't you?
Pretty close to it. I was still in high school.
I was 3 years old.
I don't want to hear about it. I was a junior in high school in 1957.
I wasn't alive.
Thank you very much, Tiffany.
Thank you for that dose of reality.
It's tough to get old.
Just ask Gil Dominguez. Did you know, Tiffany, that Gil is going to turn 51 on Sunday? Can you imagine that somebody that old?
That's pretty old.
I know it.
Almost to 100.
Sometimes he acts 100.
So here is his queen.
Looks like I predicted right.
Yes,
Good call, Tiffany.
Teddy Cox won.
So Teddy Cox, great looking kid.
Yeah,
That is so neat.
yeah. And I guess Griffin Morey won the king this year.
Well, she'll be back next year to crown the next homecoming queen.
Yep.
There they are. Good shot.
That's a picture-perfect moment.
There you go.
So I guess we can see you out there next year then, right, Tiffany?
Maybe. I don't know. I was nominated this year, but I didn't win.
That's okay. Hey, your senior year, that's your big year.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll go down next year and we'll count the votes. Marty and I will.
Okay.
And, you know, between just the three of us, we'll make sure you're in the running. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Did you guys say happy birthday to Gilby?
Hi, Tiffany.
There's Tiffany.
How you doing?
Tiffany, you have done a great job.
Thank you.
I think that you should replace Marty up here in the booth.
How much are you paying?
Well, you know what? 0. In our new contract, we got a 100% increase, but unfortunately, 100 times 0 is still 0.
Okay.
We do it because we enjoy the students and we like the sports.
Okay, that's
Isn't that a good reason?
That's a great
That's why
reason.
you do a lot of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm a cheerleader this year, and I'm the junior class secretary.
All right.
Good for you.
Yep.
How about that homecoming dance? Are we going to get invited to that, Tiffany?
I don't know. Did you get asked by a date?
The only women I know are not very ambulatory. So
Tiffany, let me answer that for you from my point of view. My daughter is also a junior, and if she even thought there was a possibility I would be going, she would be probably 100 miles from the event. So the answer is no. You know that feeling?
Yeah.
I could tell from that nervous laugh you've been there.
You don't want any old timers out there, the parents included.
Those pesky chaperones, huh?
Their dancing is not up to style nowadays.
That's correct.
Yeah. It's going to be a really fun dance, though, this year, I think.
Where's it going to be held, Tiffany?
I think it's being held at the Grass Valley Vets Hall this year.
Oh, good.
Yeah. A lot of people bought tickets this year, and they're really excited to go.
Of course, you will be there, right, with your date?
Actually, I don't have a date.
Oh, you don't?
Tiffany,
Come
you've got to be
Tiffany.
kidding me.
No.
Man.
These guys need to go to eye doctors, don't they?
Yeah.
My gosh.
There's none lucky enough to go with me.
Can I
That's
ask
right.
you another question for the gossip column? Did Molly Maloney ever get a date?
I'm not exactly sure.
Because I know she was still trying to negotiate last weekend.
Yeah, I don't know. She probably got one. She's a good girl.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tiffany, if you ask me nicely, I'll be more than happy to be your date.
Tiffany, pass on it. Take a tip from me. Pass on it.
Actually, wait, I just found somebody.
All
Never mind.
Anybody.
Anybody. Pull one in off the street.
Marty, she is not that desperate. Believe me.
Okay. Oh, that was a nice-looking '53 Chevrolet. That was my second car. It was not a convertible, but I had a '53 Chevrolet two-door coupe, just like that. It wasn't as. That's what it looked like. The Bel Air.
That's kind of sad, isn't it, Tiffany?
It is. I wish I still had that car.
It's better than my car. I have a 88 Nissan Sentra. Not that good.
Okay, there will be better days ahead for you, believe
right.
me.
And it just got dented today. I got in a car accident, so
No.
got all dented up.
Well, I hope it wasn't your fault.
No, it was the person behind me hit
All
me.
right.
But
Yeah.
I'm okay. It's fine.
Well, then Mom and Dad can't get mad at you at least.
Well.
No, I wouldn't go that far, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. Yeah.
Tiffany, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you joining us. Thank you so much for walking us through homecoming tonight. Always a very special evening here at Nevada Union, and we could not have done it without your help. You are a superstar.
Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure.
Thanks a lot, Tiffany.
Okay, thanks.
All
Bye.
right, bye now. This Metro League Championship game is being underwritten tonight by Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Chuck Cavero says, don't let your truck go topless this winter. Give it some attitude. Top This Auto and Truck Accessories carries a selection of camper shells and tonneau covers by Snug Top, custom painted to match your truck's color with a lifetime warranty. Top This Truck and Auto Accessories.
Are we going to go to Pro Glass? There we go, Pro Glass. Owners Jerry Schwartz and Jerry McCormick have been serving the glass needs of Nevada and Placer counties for over 15 years. They bring more than glass to any project and offer custom shower enclosures, mirrors, and energy-efficient new and replacement windows. Pro Glass.
Landcraft Landscape Construction, Homecraft Building and Design. Tony Barros and Brian Foster can provide you with all your home design needs. Tony specializes in creating custom outdoor living spaces, and Brian remodels your fine custom home. Landcraft Landscape Construction and Homecraft Building and Design.
Plaza Tire and Auto Service. The Hauser family is proud to support NU football again, and Mark Hauser would like to thank everyone in his district for their vote and trust in electing him to the Nevada Joint Union High School District Board of Trustees. Plaza Tire and Auto Service.
The House of Print and Copy. Patty Free is now the one to see at the House of Print and Copy, and the copy store that thinks it's a print shop. Christmas time is almost upon us, and the House of Print and Copy is proud to offer custom Christmas calendars for you or your business. The House of Print and Copy.
Walker's Office Supplies, owned and operated by the Anderson family. Walker's Office Supply specializes in a selection of office products and furniture to support your home and business, and the Anderson family loves to support Bear River and NU Sports. Walker's Office Supplies.
And by Touchdown Productions, championship television for the Foothill since 1997, underwritten by our local businesses, then presented free to the community each week throughout our Foothill network of stations. ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn, USA Media Channel 23 in Colfax and Alta Sierra, NCTV Channel 11 Grass Valley in Nevada City, and our newest station in Lake of the Pines, Channel 7 at Bear River. Thank you for choosing us tonight and being a part of your family's entertainment.
We have Dina Valin from Big Brothers and Big Sisters. And hey, Dina, we understand that you're having a great event coming up on November 20th. Is that right?
Can you? Oh, yes, that's right.
And tell us a little bit about that event, Dina, on the 20th.
Oh, it's going to be from 6 o'clock to 9 p.m. at Miners Foundry. It's a wine tasting and auction, and we have a lot of great items being donated for the auction, both live and silent. And we have 15 wineries coming, and a lot of the local restaurants will be donating hors d'oeuvres. So it's going to be a great event.
I understand that Mark Hauser might be doing some auctioning. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's our auctioneer, and Jim Kerr and George Rath are going to be our MCs for the night.
Dina, I understand that we have just an absolutely fantastic Big Brothers Big Sisters chapter here in Nevada County.
Yes, I think so. It's great. We're looking to grow it and serve as many kids as we can.
And you just had a very good event last Sunday, did you not?
We did have we had a Halloween party at 49er Fun Park with our big brothers and sisters and their littles.
My daughter's name is Lindsay Adams, and she's involved, and she speaks highly of you, and she just enjoys your organization tremendously.
Oh, well, thank you so much. That's good to hear.
How can people get more involved in the event on the 20th?
People can get more involved by purchasing tickets to attend our event. They can call our office to find out more. It's it's 273-2227. They could just come to our event. If anyone wants to donate auction items, we'd be happy to accept them. We're also looking for people to sponsor tables, and they would definitely get recognized for their contribution.
And how much does it cost to sponsor a table?
It's $150.
Oh, that's a bargain, isn't it?
I think so.
Sounds like it'll be a great night.
Well, that's right.
Well, good.
That'll be an exciting, fun-filled event, and I hope that it goes off very successfully. And why don't you give us that date and time one more time?
Okay, it's Saturday, November 20th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Miners Foundry in Nevada City.
Well, that's great. We'll look forward to that, and I can hardly wait to get over there and hear Mark Hauser just getting everybody all excited as he raffles off all those nice prizes.
Exactly.
Thanks again. We appreciate your time and filling us in on this great event.
Well, thank you very much for having me here. Have a good night.
Thank you. Well, the teams are almost all on the field. We've got Nevada Union has come out for this second half kickoff. They will be receiving the ball now. Granite Bay comes out after that big break in that. Let's talk about the standings here.
Well, let's take a look at this. And it's kind of interesting in that you have Granite Bay on top. Let's take a look at the far right-hand column, which is the league. Granite Bay 4-0, Nevada Union 4-1, Grant 3-1, Grant playing Yuba City this weekend, which is also 3-1. Granite Bay has yet to lose in league. Nevada Union has the one loss to Grant. There's so much that could happen in this particular situation. You've got the four top teams all vying for the top 3 positions. So the Yuba City Grant game, huge this weekend, and Nevada Union also needing to make up the 8-point deficit that they have here at halftime and going into trying to beat Granite Bay so that they will end up with a guaranteed share of the Metro League Championship. So there you see the importance of not only this game tonight, but also the games that are going to be played in the Metro Conference this particular weekend. So here is the Pioneer Valley League, and next week we're featuring that Colfax-Bear River game. Colfax at 4-0, Bear River at 4-1, so that's going to be a huge showdown next week. Colfax, a very strong team this year. Look at their overall standings, 8-0. They are without a loss or tie, a totally unblemished schedule there, a record there. So great game next week. We have a lot going on in the Metro Conference and a lot going on in the Pioneer Valley, and here is the Sierra Foothill League. And you see Placer in league there at 1-1-1. Del Oro, of course, also a juggernaut, 7-0 overall, 4-0 in league. And behind them is a team that we saw in the Metro Conference last year, Woodland. And there is Woodland at 2-1 in league, 5-1-1 overall. So, again, a lot of championship positions and playoff positions yet to be chosen in those 3 conferences that you see right there. So we get back to tonight's contest. Nevada Union behind 14-6. But with that said, a very good first half defensively. Nevada Union will take the ball to start the second half. And Marty, they really need to find a way to move the ball and score some more points here in the second half.
Now the offense is going to have to pick it up a notch here, as it is going to be up there. There they come with the kickoff, and it's going deep. And here comes Herrera right up the middle again, and he gets it out to about the 23-yard line. As this is a new wrinkle in this, Jim.
Yeah, Rich Herrera now has carried the ball on 2 different kickoffs. And the first one he gained a little bit more yardage than he did on this one, but Nevada Union here on a very important initial drive of the second half sets up shop at their own 23-yard line.
Smith back in the game at QB. Now there's a handoff to Rich Herrera going over the right side for no gain as he tried to stutter step his way. And no, looks like he's going to be held to maybe just a yard.
Nevada Union had a great drive on their first drive. Granite Bay had an excellent drive on their second drive. And other than that, the defenses have been big for both teams tonight.
Noxon in motion. It's over to the left. Now he roll out by Smith. He's got his man wide open. That is Bo Cassell.
Excellent catch there by Bo, because he took a big hit after he made that catch, and that was a critical reception for Nevada Union as it gives them a nice gain on the play, and the ball comes out to about the 39-yard line where Nevada Union goes 1st and 10.
In motion is Potter. Both Herreras in the backfield. There's that. There's a flag down, and that boy he breaks it to the outside, and he's gone to the 20. That's going to come back though down to the 9-yard line, but a flag was thrown as it probably will come back as a holding call will be called against Nevada Union. There it is. Boy, that's the second time they run that play tonight.
Here is a replay we're going to see here on the Bo Cassell catch. Now watch this. There's Ty rolling on out, looking at his receivers. I thought he had Josh Noxon open, but there Bo catches the ball. Now look at the hit. Bo extended to catch the ball right there in the small of the back. Look at his head snap back, but the good part about it is Bo hangs on to the ball. But Nevada Union has dug themselves a big hole, and instead of having a 1st and goal at about the 9, they're going to have 2 penalties on the play, holding and illegal shift. So the play will go back 10 yards, and Nevada Union will have a 1st and 20. So on a choice of between 1st and goal from the 9 and 1st and 20 from the 28.
That's a 60-yard penalty. 60-yard penalty on that one. So now it's 1st down and about 20 yards to go. Roll out again. And that ball is overthrown, trying to get it to Noxon as he had double coverage.
And the Miners, who earlier in the season had a fairly efficient passing game, have really struggled offensively with the pass of late.
Ty Smith comes over, gets a play from head coach Humphers, goes back to the huddle. This could be a passing situation. High formation for Nevada Union. In motion is Noxon. It's a rollout again. Looking deep. Nobody's there. He's going to take it and run with it. And he takes it up to the 41-yard line where he's back almost to the, just past the original line of scrimmage where this drive started. And that'll bring up 3rd down and about 7.
Ty did not intend on carrying the ball on that play, but all of his receivers were well covered. That defense of the Grizzlies doing an excellent job on their pass defense, but some scrambling there from Ty and a good game.
Herrera in motion, rolling. There is that handoff again. What do you call that play again?
That's the wraparound draw.
Wraparound draw.
So the wraparound draw on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down, but it's going to be a 4th down and about a little bit less than a yard. So here is a moment for Nevada Union. Ty Smith over with Coach Humphers right now, receiving the play. I believe Nevada Union is going to go for it here on 4th down, and they may have to call a timeout because they have used a lot of time up right now.
Well, they're going to call a timeout right now as Coach Humphers couldn't get the play in quick enough. Well, the one thing you got to think about now, Nevada Union had it 4th and go and for those that going for that 2-point conversion with a yard and unable to get it. So let's see what happens right here.
And it's not bad that they called timeout. Let's get it together here. Let's come up with the play that's going to pick up that particular yard. And I would like to think that they're going to get the right play here because this is an important early part of the game. Remember, they had a 1st down and 20. So a 4th down and 1 from a 1st down and 20, they have to get the ball almost to the 49-yard line. The ball's already at the 48, so they probably have a couple of feet to pick up on this particular play. And Coach Humphers, as you can see, right out there in the middle of his offensive unit.
If they don't get this, they'll give a great field position to Granite Bay. Maybe they'll try to draw them offside and see what happens. Single back in the backfield is Ryan Herrera.
And
now the referee calls timeout. Less than a yard to go.
Coach Humphers is really irritated on the play. And I don't really understand what they're trying to accomplish here.
Now they're going to measure it.
But it's not even close to a first down.
I don't understand this either. Unless
and
Coach
why would they measure it now? It's going to come up short. What is it? Almost a yard short. I mean, you know, Marty, one thing I will say, editorializing here a little, we have seen an awful lot of strange officiating this particular season. It seems like there's almost an event a game.
Andrew Jackson comes into the ball game. Crowd getting into it right now. This is it. This could be your ball game right here. The first down, as I believe, made.
Well, let's see where the spot is.
I think his forward motion.
He gave it to him.
Yeah, they did. Holding on to the ball was Ryan Herrera as he picks up that first down. They're back up to the line of scrimmage in a hurry. There's Rich Herrera following his blocker, cuts to the inside, going to pick up about 8 yards, continue to drive his legs. It goes all the way out. He was for about 12 yards and a first down.
Great effort there, and what I really like is that fast tempo play here in this first drive to start off the third quarter. When they came up to the line of scrimmage, the Grizzlies were not really ready. So if they can continue this fast tempo, they may have some advantage on their side, especially offensively. And here it is. Take a look here at Herrera. He's hit initially, and then he gets about another 4 or 5 yards.
There's a handoff to Ryan Herrera. He gets it for about 3 yards. Need to have our mics back on again. Thank you.
And that'll bring up about a 2nd and 6, we're going to call it on the play. The first down. And here it is. Take a look at how he stopped, and he continues to gain about 4 yards on the play. Great effort there by Herrera.
There's a handoff again. Same play. Follows his blocker. And now he's got it. Breaks into the secondary. He gets down to the 10-yard line. Great touchdown-saving tackle by number 56 for Granite Bay, and that was Tennyson that saved the touchdown. That was that same play.
You know, and one of the things that Rich Herrera just does great is he guides his blockers. And that allows him, he can read that offensive play so well. And if there's any kind of an opening, he can adjust to where it is very quickly, and a great gain, a 1st and 10.
Now there is Ryan trying to break it to the outside. He does. He tries to turn the corner, and he's going to get goes down on the track, but he gets up right away.
Now here's the interesting thing, Marty. Nevada Union can pick up a first down on this possession without scoring a touchdown. So they're going to have a 2nd and about a foot to go on this particular play. And another great play there by Ryan Herrera. You know, it looked like he could have been trapped for a minimal gain, but he turned it upfield and really scorched the Grizzlies' defense there.
Good blocking by Juvi Lopez as he's been really blocking for the, whoa, my goodness. That time they broke through, and they may have thrown him for a loss. That'll bring up 3rd down. Yeah, about a 2-yard loss. Granite Bay really tightens up their goal line defense.
So let's see what happens here. A huge 3rd down play. 3rd down and 2. 2 for a first down, 3 for a touchdown.
Ryan and Rich in back. There's that handoff again with the lead block by.
And I think maybe he got a first down on the play.
He may have gotten it. He's short of the touchdown, but he may have gotten far enough to where they spot it for the. Now they're going to say 4th down. Boy, here's your game right here.
Huge play here, Marty. Ryan Herrera in the backfield. No signal, but even if he doesn't get the touchdown, they're spotting it almost on the goal line, and that would have to be a first down.
Definitely did not make a touchdown. We'll see where they spot it. They spot it on about the half-yard line. They're going to have to come out with a measurement.
And I think that's what Ty Smith is talking to them about right now. I can't believe, although we're not right down on that goal line, and they are signaling for a measurement. So, Marty, I guess it would be safe to say that so far this season, this is the biggest measurement
so far
for the Miners in their pursuit of a Metro League co-championship.
Let's see where they chain stretch out to.
I think they got it.
Yes, they do. They got it by about a half of the football.
So how important it was that they had a first and goal at the first and 10 at the 10.5-yard line. They've now picked up a first and goal with about a foot to go for a touchdown.
First and goal. Here's a chance for them to tie it up. Unless that looks like he's going to take it in, and he does. That's that fake handoff, and he takes it in.
Ty Smith calls his own
Nevada
number.
Union.
Ty Smith calls his own number, and for Nevada Union, that makes it 14-12, and it will almost automatically bring on a 2-point conversion.
It will. There's no question about that. They need to tie this score up. We've got 6:28 left in this third period. So the ball will be spotted on the 2-yard line. Now this is, you can tell that Granite Bay has got a great goal line stand. And let's see if they can oh, there's the second effort. Looks like it got it. That'll tie it up. Big play right there.
So Nevada Union starts off the second half exactly as they needed to with a 5-minute, 32-second drive. And with a 2-point conversion, just as they needed to do, this game is all tied up at 14 apiece. And Marty, I've got to say that the momentum in this contest has undergone a swing, and this next defensive stand by Nevada Union will be extremely critical.
And you can tell they're fired up, and they can now that the defense knows the offense can score. This would be there's a replay on that as he takes it in. That and looks like for the touchdown. There it is. That's the touchdown by Smith.
So Ty Smith there calls his own number, gets behind his line which moved forward very aggressively, and he's able to, after initially being stopped, roll right into the end zone. That 2-point conversion complements the touchdown, and for Nevada Union on their home field, a 14-14 deadlock here with 6:28 to play in the third quarter.
So Chris Ulinski is back into kickoff. He'll try to get this ball in the end zone again. 2 receivers back to receive this kickoff. Looks like it's going to be a little short, taking it about the 5-yard line. Coming to the outside, and it doesn't make it out to the 20-yard line.
So great pursuit by Nevada Union, and although a kick that goes into the end zone comes out to the 20, this one is even better because that means that the Grizzlies will take the ball at the 16-yard line.
That was a good coverage by the Nevada Union kickoff squad as they stayed in their lanes and be able to force the ball carrier outside after only picking up about 12 yards. 6:21 left here in the third period. Now officials timeout. Two whiteouts over on the left side. There's that little spin move again, and then the handoff. And that went to number 27. That was Hornbrunch. There's Chris Glass out there on the balcony in the really good seats. There he is, waving his hand with the camera.
You know who's had a great game tonight is Jim Gamble. Jim Gamble again in on that particular play. He's had a whale of a game defensively for the Miners so far tonight.
There's the passing situation. Got a man open. Oh, it could be picked off, but it's going for the interception and missing it, but then the receiver caught it and took it out to about the, see where they spotted, about the 39-yard line. Big play.
So within inches of intercepting the ball, but instead a nice first down for the Grizzlies. That takes them out to the 39-yard line. So they have gained 24 yards so far, 25 yards so far on this drive.
Two backs in the backfield. Two wideouts split in motion is Walker.
And that appears as though it would be offsides against Nevada Union on that play.
Oh, it's going to be against Nevada Union.
Offsides against Nevada Union. That'll bring up a first down and 5.
Shane Freeman comes into the game. Coming out for Nevada Union is Brindley. So now it's 1st and 5 on their own 45-yard line. There's a handoff. Quick hitter over the right side. That ball carrier was Van Dyke, Parker Van Dyke. No, I'm sorry, that was Will Partridge. Moon in on the tackle.
That'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies.
There's that spin move again.
And it didn't work very well at all.
No.
It worked well the first time, but the last 2 times it did not gain any yardage.
Freeman just came into the game, and he spotted that play right away and was able to throw the quarterback for just a short loss.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and about 10. Again for the Grizzlies. They've mounted a nice drive here. Their first drive of the second half with 4:40 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Two wideouts, possible pass situation. Nobody in the backfield. They'll be flooding the zone. Quick 5-step drop. Nobody there. He's going to run it up the middle. He's going to get the first. He fumbles the ball. And I think that was recovered by the big tight end. Granite Bay recovered it. Goes for a 1st down.
So both teams have had good fortune on some of their fumbles there. That was about an additional 5 yards for Granite Bay on that fumble. And you take a look here. There's a nice hit. He wasn't carrying the ball too well.
He punched it out.
And it fell right at the feet of, it looked like number 34.
I think it was, it might have been 84.
Okay.
With a big tight end. Let's see, 2 backs in the backfield. And they hand off to the first one through, and he picks up about 4 yards as they continue to drive the ball over the right side.
This could be shaping up to be a strange 3rd quarter. in that with less than 4 minutes to play in the third quarter, each team has only had one possession. This is the Grizzlies' first possession of the second half.
Two wideouts to your left. Single back in the backfield. There's that quick drop. Now he's going to be thrown for a loss, but then he dumps it off to, that is Russo. Boy, he was in the arms of the defender. Just couldn't bring him down.
Great play there, though. Excellent pass over there to number 33, Rico Russo. And what could have been a big loss instead becomes a first down for the Grizzlies.
Well, when you have a quarterback that's 6'4", 230 pounds, and you're trying to bring him down, and he still has arm motion, and he just had enough strength to throw it out there to Bassett.
And here's where NU really needs to dig in. First down from the 15 for the Grizzlies.
Long snap count. And now that is a handoff to Russo, and he doesn't go anywhere. In fact, he's thrown for a loss. Let's see where they spot it on his forward motion.
And let's take a look at that previous play that was the pass by Russo. Take a look here. Excellent rush by the Miners. The Miners have done much better on the pass rush tonight. And
well, he just barely got that off, too.
David Sussberg there trying to make the sack, but instead he gets it on over to Rico Russo, and a nice gain on the play. However, second down and 9 from about the 14 of Nevada Union.
Granite Bay threatening. 2:20 left here in this third quarter. There's a rollout. Good pass rush, but he's going to turn it upfield, and he's going to get hammered down at the sideline.
And that will probably bring up about a third down and
short
3 on the play. So 3rd and 3.
Sussberg in on the tackle.
1:43 to go here in the third quarter. We're tied at 14 from Hooper Stadium on the campus of Nevada Union.
Big stand right here. Third down. Strong to the left side. And there's that handoff right up the middle. He's going to walk.
However, there's a flag on the play. In fact, the flag occurred before the play got off, and I believe that that's going to be against the Grizzlies. So the Grizzlies, on what could have been a touchdown run, instead are going to be penalized 5 yards for illegal motion.
So that'll take the ball back to the 15-yard line.
And that'll make it a 3rd and 8. Big play here for the Miners defensively and the Grizzlies offensively. 3rd and 8.
Rolling out. Now he's looking for nobody there. Throws it over the middle. It's going to be short of the first down. Caught by, that's number 5, Partridge.
However, a great gain on the play there for the Grizzlies. That will bring a 4th down and about 4. And in will come their field goal team for a crucial attempt. That ball is being spotted at about the 10. However, it's on the far right hash mark, so that will be about a 27-yard attempt. However, watch this Granite Bay team because there is a lot of trickery in their offensive scheme. So let's see what happens here. And Nevada Union, I believe, will have to call timeout. They had too many men on the field, and they do.
That'll be their second timeout. And this is number 22 for Granite Bay. Tyler Holt is the kicker and punter, and he's got a strong leg. Timeout called by Nevada Union. That'll be their second timeout. That could come back and make a little bit of a problem for him in the fourth period. But let's see what happens as this young man out on the field for Granite Bay, Tyler Holt, will be attempting the field goal from about the 22-yard line, or let's see where they set it.
Coach Dave Humphers right in the middle of his defensive line, almost like he's going to be in the game, but however, he starts to get off the field now. And let's see if the special teams for Nevada Union can hold strong on this drive. 37-yard attempt for Grizzlies.
Nice snap, but it looks like it's up, and it is good. It's long enough. And that'll give them 3 more points, and that'll bring up the score to 17-14. So those couple of field goal attempts that Nevada Union attempted now are that loom very big right now, Jim.
You know what, though, Marty? I like where the Miners are right now. They end at halftime. They're down by 8 points. They come out on the first drive and tie the game. The Grizzlies definitely had their opportunity to score a touchdown on that particular drive, but NU holds, forces them to attempt a field goal, and it is good, and now Nevada Union will get the ball back again, and if they can continue to move the ball offensively like they did on their first drive of the second half, then I think that they're positioned pretty well. I would have to think that they made some good offensive adjustments at halftime, and this drive will be a good indicator of what we're going to see here in the second half.
So Holt now will kick off. Back to receive. Both Herrera brothers are back there now. So this is a change of situation for Nevada Union. There's a kick deep, and it could go into the end zone, and it's going to. That'll be a touchback. It'll come out to the 20-yard line. Nice strong leg by.
You know, give the Grizzlies credit. This is a well-rounded team. These are 2 teams that are well-disciplined, and this Grizzlies team has done a whale of a job tonight, leading 17-14 with 1:19 to play here in the third quarter. And Ty needs to mix it up, just like he did on that last drive. Allow the passing game to be as strong as the running game, because that allows the running game to be more effective.
There's a handoff, nowhere to go. And that was it looks like to Rich Herrera.
Rich picked up a few yards on the play, I believe.
Andrew Jackson is in the game, but he's got his ankle taped up. He must have hurt his ankle earlier in the game. I didn't see it, but he's got his left ankle taped up. Looks like his mobility seems to be not affected by it, but you can see he's got the white tape on that ankle.
And that's 3/4 of this game in the book, Marty. 17-14 in favor of the Granite Bay Grizzlies, and that's going to bring us down to a pretty exciting fourth quarter here for the Miners and for the Grizzlies, with the Metro League Championship, or at least a co-hold of the championship, on the line. Nevada Union, you take a look there at the scoreboard. Nevada Union outscoring Granite Bay 8-3 in the third quarter. Ty Smith doing an excellent job on Nevada Union's drive of mixing the pass with the run extremely effectively, taking advantage of 1 4th down play to gain 2 4th down plays to gain first downs, and then finally plunging it into the end zone himself, so that the Miners could get the 6 points and then the 2-point conversion. And then an excellent drive by the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as Rico Russo was one of the favorite receivers on that particular drive, moving them down into field goal range, capping it off with a field goal, 37-yarder, and that brings us to 17-14 with 1 quarter yet to play.
Good summary there, Jim, as we're starting this fourth period. And they've got the ball on the 20-yard line. Let's see what they can do. This is for the championship of the Metro League. Roll. There's that wraparound draw again, and this goes to, he breaks Ryan Herrera. He breaks to the outside, and he takes it all the way down to about the 48-yard line before he stepped out of bounds.
So an excellent play there by Ryan Herrera. Picks up big yardage on the play. The Miners were pleading for a penalty at the end of that play when they had Ryan out of bounds, but there was no flag thrown. And here's that fast tempo offense. Nevada Union right back up on the ball.
In motion is part. There's a handoff to him as he comes over the left side, and he picks up about 3 yards on the carry.
So Chris does pick up about 4. He goes from the 49 of Granite Bay to the 45 of Granite Bay. Nice gain on the play, and that will bring up a 2nd down and 6.
High formation in motion. And there's the option, and they pitch it back to Rich Herrera, and that's going to go for no gain. The ball's going to be spotted on the 45-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd and about 5.
That was a game that had, that was a play that had been scripted this week. The option on that play to Ty, and Ty had the option of either taking it himself or pitching it back to Rich Herrera, but the Grizzlies had that defended perfectly, and Nevada Union picks up no yardage on the play, and that'll bring up about a 3rd down and 6.
So the crowd is yelling for a big play here. Potter in motion, rolling out to Smith. He's got his man, but Noxon didn't look back for the ball. So that'll bring up 4th down.
And let's see what Nevada Union does here in this position. Coach Humphers talking to Ty Smith, and I think, Marty, that the offense is going to stay on this on the field for this 4th down and 5. So this will be a huge call. Let's see what the Miners come up with here. They need to get to about the 39-yard line, so we're going to call this 4th and 6.
Fans are on their feet. Potter in motion, rolling out, and there's and it came out of his hand. That'll be a fumble, and it's going to be
incompletion.
It's going to be an incomplete pass.
Yes,
it slipped right out of his hand, and that'll go over on a turnover. The 4th down. So now the ball will be spotted on the 45-yard line of Granite Bay. Big defensive play.
And I'll tell you what happened there. Ty had a screen set up over on our near side, but when he looked on over, the coverage was excellent, and at the last second, instead of releasing the ball, he thought of holding it to look at another option, but it was too late and the ball slipped out of his hand, so Granite Bay takes over at their own 45.
There's a quick handoff over the left side. Goes for about 5 yards.
And a great gain there. He was stopped with about a 2-yard gain, and instead did an excellent job of picking up excellent extra yardage, and that will bring up about a 2nd down and 4. 10 minutes to play in this contest.
2nd down, 4 to go for Granite Bay Grizzlies. 2 backs in the backfield. In motion again, and there's the handoff over the right side, but coming up and stopping it is big number 70. That is Justin Lane, came up and put the hit on him.
And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 1.
Rocky Russo was the...
So 9 minutes and 20 seconds to play.
There's a handoff. That'll go for the 1st down. That was to Will Partridge as he continues to pick up some yardage for a 1st down. That takes it into Nevada Union territory, and it will be on the 41-yard line. Or it'll be 1st and 10.
And this is where the Miners really have to make a stand. Here are the Grizzlies at the Miners' 41-yard line, and this is the opportunity for them to step up.
There's that roll. He's going to throw a pass. He's got his man wide open, but he overthrows him. Boy, oh boy, they've run that play several times tonight on the option. But boy, Jamison Heaton was wide open, nobody on him, and that was Partridge that just overthrew him. Ooh, that had some trouble written all over for the Nevada Union defense.
Boy, the Miners really caught a lucky break there. Instead of it being 6 points for the Grizzlies, it ends up being 2nd and 10 for the Grizzlies.
Good time to call that play, as he was left
it sure
wide
worked
open.
Well.
I think that Partridge was just a little surprised that there was nobody over there to defend against that, and he just overthrew it.
Referees take a timeout there.
8:40 left to go in this game. Nevada Union trailing by 3. There's a big, quick hitter over the left side, and that is Partridge as he picks up some big yardage down to the Nevada Union 26-yard line.
And that worked great for Granite Bay. That play has not always been successful tonight, but in that particular situation, they opened up a great hole in the Nevada Union defensive line, scampered for 12, 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line.
Sussberg back in the game. 2 backs in the backfield. Oh, that was that same play again. That quick hitter over the left side. It goes for about 4 yards. They continue to run the clock, grind it out on the ground. A score here would put Nevada Union in some real having some real issues.
So that'll bring out a 2nd down and about 7. So a 3-yard gain on that play.
Single back in the backfield behind the quarterback. And he fakes a handoff, rolling out, looking for a man. He throws it away out of bounds,
and he got hit hard, and he is down.
He got a cramp, looks like. They don't want him to go out of the ball game, so they're going to try to get his leg scored away.
And they have to call timeout.
He'll have to come out.
They'll have to call an injury timeout, and he'll have to come out for a play. So this will be really interesting to see what we have here. I think you're right, Marty. I think that he has a cramp. However, a huge 3rd down play here coming up, 3rd down and 7.
Now to bring in quarterback Ryan Woods, as he's the backup.
Let's see what this is.
Well, he's up, but he's going to have to go out of the game for at least one play. That's a big 3rd down.
So, Marty, a huge 3rd down and 7 here for the Grizzlies.
What a spot to put your quarterback in. And this is Ryan Woods coming into the game.
It'll be interesting to see what the call is here. Normally, you would think that this would be a passing play, but this is the first play of the game that Woods has taken under center.
There's a quick handoff over the left side, and that could get a 1st down. Let's see where now Nevada Union is saying he fumbled the ball, but the referees, I don't see any signal from them. And that looks like a 1st down. Big play by Partridge as he continues to.
Huge play there. And Ryan Woods goes over onto the sidelines to congratulations from his teammates. A big gain for the Grizzlies, and they will set up at the 16-yard line of Nevada Union, 1st and 10.
So Devaney's back in the game. He hands off that same play again and going for about 4 yards. Is Partridge are making him the workhorse on this drive as he continues to grind it out on the ground. And 6:58 left in this ball game.
So second down, and we're going to call it 2nd and 7. And the Nevada Union defense, which has spent a lot of time out on the field, is really being called upon to make their largest defensive stand right now of the season.
Devaney over center, single back in the backfield. In motion is Russo. Now he's rolling out. Now he's going to try to run it, but no place to go as Nevada Union comes up and stops that play. And that was Andrew Jackson again. Fine defensive play.
I will say this, the Miners have had good defensive pass coverage, and that has caused the Grizzlies to go to an alternate plan. In fact, on this particular play, Devaney is over on his sidelines, comes back in with a play from the sidelines. Third down, we're going to say they lost a yard. 3rd and 8 on the play here for Nevada Union.
Crowd comes to life as they cheer on their Nevada Union defense. Defense has been out on the field a long time during this series of plays. Rolling back out the pass. It's a screen pass out into the flat.
And I think he dove for a first down there, Marty.
He may have made it. He may have made it.
He stopped behind the line.
Let's see where they're going to spot it. They're going to call a timeout for a measurement.
If he didn't get it,
he's going to be very close.
Yeah, but I think.
But it'll be 4th down and inches, and so they'll more than likely go for it. Oh, it's short. Good camera work there by the touchdown production camera crew as they zoomed right in on that one to show that that ball was short. So now a big defensive stand.
I think Marty that they've called it they've called it a first down.
Boy, it sure
It'll
looked
be
like
first
it was
and
short
goal.
from that camera angle that you gave us.
So 1st and goal from the 5-yard line for the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies line up over center here. 2 backs in the backfield for the Grizzlies.
5:09 left. Oh, quarterback keeper, and he drives down to about the 3-yard line.
Well, let's see where they give him on this. They may only give him to the 4. The side judge coming in only has him, well, no, he did get a better spot.
He might as well take it himself. 6'4", 230 pounds. That's a pretty big young man.
Having been recruited by the Buffaloes, and here, and you can take a look. There it's just touching the pole.
I must have misread it. My eyes are getting old. Well, here's your ball game
From the 4.
There's that handoff, and he's going to take it in standing up. Boy, touchdown, Granite Bay. That's Rico Russo.
So big touchdown for the Grizzlies there. Rico Russo takes it in with 4:19 to play, and that broadens it to a 9-point lead for the Grizzlies, 23-14. And for Nevada Union, their backs are right up against the wall now, trailing by 9 with the PAT forthcoming.
With 4:19 left to go in this ball game. Looks like a good snap, and is it blocked? No, it just squirted over the.
I think they got a piece of it,
so,
but
yeah.
It deflected right through the uprights, and that'll make it 24-14 with 4:19 to play. So the Miners in need of a huge dusting of Miner magic right now. Trailing by 10. with 4:19 to play in the game. On a beautiful evening here at Hooper Stadium on the campus of Nevada Union. I'm Jim Adams with Marty Mortensen, and we're pleased to be able to bring you this contest tonight for the Metro League Championship. And next week we're also going to bring you an equally exciting game when Colfax visits Bear River for the PVL Championship. And that also promises to be an excellent game. Colfax coming in with a tremendous amount of firepower, undefeated on the season, and the
Bear River's looking for revenge.
Absolutely.
They've lost the last 3 games to Colfax, and it has been quite a rivalry. Don't know how many times that Colfax has knocked Bear River out of a playoff contention or a tie for the league or what. So it's going to be exciting. We'll look forward to that next week.
And you in need of a big return here.
Big kick by Tyler Holt. And, he breaks to the outside. That is, looks like, is that Rich or Ryan?
It's Ryan Herrera
Ryan, okay.
on the carry there.
Good field position to start this drive, all the way out to the, spotted on their own 37. Nevada Union quick up to the line of scrimmage. Potter's in motion, rolling out. There's that wraparound draw again. That goes for about 6 yards.
So Ryan Herrera comes right back with that wraparound draw, picks up, we're going to call it 7 yards on the play. And that will bring up a 2nd down and 3. However, the clock is their foe right now with 3:46 to play.
They got to get this ball in the end zone. And that's Smith looking for a receiver. Throws it almost intercepted, but boy, that was, threw it into triple coverage, and boy, that was close. So that'll bring up 3rd down. They're in 4-down territory right now because they can't give the ball up.
Josh Noxon in, Nathan Basso out. And I would look for maybe something to go Josh's way on this 3rd down play.
And that'll get the 1st down at the 50-yard line. That ball went, I think, to Noxon. Was it Noxon?
No, it was not.
No, it was to, that was to Doug Potter.
Chris Potter.
Oh, Chris Potter, okay. Clock is restarted, 3:30 left to go. On the 50-yard line. I formation. Brindley in motion. Got a man over the middle, wide open, but that ball's overthrown. He had Potter wide open over the linebacker spot.
Had James Brindley on that particular play continued on that route on the left side, he may have been there for that long pass opportunity. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Nevada Union pretty much dedicated to the pass at this point with just over 3 minutes to play. 3 minutes and 7 seconds, trailing by 10.
Second and 10 on the 50-yard line. Rolling back, I got Partan and Herrera dropped the ball. Incomplete pass. That pass was a little dump off to Ryan Herrera.
Well, that play wasn't going to go anywhere anyway. And for the Grizzlies, a huge 3rd down play. Ahead by 10 with 3:03 to play. Nevada Union with their backs up against the wall, definitely in 4-down territory, but trailing by 10. They need a big play right now.
Cartan into the
Noxon
game.
out. Rich Herrera out.
Carrillo in. And so is Basso. So look for a pass play here. He's got his man open. It's going to be short, trying to come back for it.
And no flag on the play.
Yeah, that was a good call. Basso tried to come back for it. Ball was just underthrown by about 3 yards, and that was the difference.
And so here's the game with 4th down and 10 to go for Nevada Union, trailing by 10 with 1 timeout remaining. Josh Noxon comes into the game. Rich Herrera comes into the game. And the difference between 1st and 3rd place may hinge on this play.
That was it. Fake wraparound draw. Now they're going to throw it again. They get it. A little trickery right there for the 1st down. That was to Bo Cassell. They're going to have to hurry up now, though.
2:49 to play. Excellent play there as Rich Herrera takes the pass behind the line of scrimmage and then throws it on over to Bo Cassell. 1st down, Nevada Union still in business.
And they try to get it quick out to Noxon. That ball goes incomplete. That stops the clock with 2:44 left. It'll be 2nd and 10, trailing by a score of 24-14. They need to get the ball into the end zone very quickly, then go for an onside kick.
Basso in, Noxon out. Nick Cartan in, calling signals. So Nick in at quarterback.
There's a double reverse.
And Nick needs to throw a block here.
And it picks up about 5 yards. That was a play they tried to run last week.
And it almost worked. They almost had that right side of the line sealed there. Nathan Basso taking that end around and picking up about 7 yards on the play. Clock continues to run. 2:20 to play in this contest.
Nevada Union pulling out all the stops. Potter in motion. There's that wraparound draw again. And that'll get the 1st down to about the 19-yard line.
And that'll stop the clock. 2:04 to play. 1st and 10 for Nevada Union. That ball goes down to about the 19. Let's see where they spot it. It will be spotted at the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10, Nevada Union right up over the ball again.
You have to remember that Nevada Union only has 1 timeout left. There's a pass into the end zone, and it's going to be intercepted, and it is! It's down on the 1-yard line. Granite Bay ball. They went to the well one time too many, as Noxon had good position on their defender, but the ball was underthrown. And that silenced the crowd, but across the way, there's a shot of Granite Bay's faithful as they've come up to Nevada City. And that stuns the crowd here for Nevada Union.
And you know, the Nevada Union passing game has had a difficult time really establishing itself all night. And let's give credit to this Granite Bay team. They have played a whale of a game. And the people head to the exits here. The Grizzlies over the ball, and you'd have to think with 1:55 to play, they're just going to run the ball out a little ways here, Marty.
Yeah, I think so. Trying to, and the quarterback keeper up the middle. And that'll pick up maybe a yard or two, is all.
Clock continues to run. We're down to 1:42 to play in this contest. Nevada Union, with a loss tonight, will slip into 3rd place in the Metro Conference with 2 Metro League losses. And it will set Granite Bay up for the Metro League Championship pending the outcome of their final Metro League game next week. Nevada Union spends its final timeout with 1:41 to play. And for this Grizzly team, they have come into Grass Valley and they have put forth a great effort tonight. An extremely balanced attack, showing all the poise of a team that looks like they most definitely could go far in the sectional championships, making the rise to the Metro Conference this season with Woodland being taken out of the Metro Conference. They objected to it initially, but boy, the results have sure been excellent for them.
This is a strong, powerful team, this Granite Bay.
They came back against Grant late in the game at Granite Bay against Grant and won that contest and are on the verge of not only taking Grant but Nevada Union. Second down and about 9 on the play.
Nevada Union's used their last time out. They won't take any chances. They hand it off to the first back through, and that's Partridge, who has done an excellent job here tonight.
Gil, we need to make this a short post-game show tonight. Marty's not doing so well.
So it'll be third down and about 7 yards to go for a first down. 1 minute and 7 seconds left. Nevada Union cannot stop the clock. They can run 2 plays and run it out, and that should be your ball game. There's a handoff. And he's going to get the first down. He does, and that will just about do it. The clock will stop right now. They'll have a fresh set of downs.
And I think they'll be able to take the knee once, and then the game will be over. 52 seconds to play.
So now the clock is down to 50 seconds, and
there's the tail of the game right there as Granite Bay comes up for what should be their final snap of the game.
They'll take a knee.
A very balanced 4 quarters. 3 quarters with a touchdown and conversion. 1 quarter with a field goal. Nevada Union scoring in the first quarter and the third quarter. Strangely enough, that third quarter drive tied the game at 14. But since then, the Grizzlies have run off 10 points. And Nevada Union will fall tonight 24-14 to the Grizzlies.
Clock continues to run down. We're down to 8 seconds, and this will be they don't even have to run a play. They'll just let the clock run out. And there's your winner of tonight's game. Granite Bay Grizzlies come in with a 24-14 win.
So your Metro League champions there, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, they come into Grass Valley, put on a whale of a performance, defeat Nevada Union by 10 points tonight. And from all indications, as their first year in the league, this will be a great team. The Grizzlies did a fantastic job against a very motivated Nevada Union team. When Nevada Union scored in their leadoff drive of the third quarter, all the momentum had slipped Nevada Union's way, but the Grizzlies came right back on the next drive, got a field goal on that particular drive, regained the momentum, scored another touchdown, and they win tonight in this contest 24-14. The Metro League Championship game has been underwritten by
Liberty Motors. And Gary Alkenbrecht hopes you've enjoyed this terrific championship battle.
Hanson Brothers Construction and HB Reynolds. The Hanson family congratulates the NU players and coaches.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance. Robin and Mike Bratton are proud of the homecoming traditions of Nevada Union.
Placer Title Company, Larry Ingersoll and Sally Vigil are proud to underwrite televised high school sports for you.
Paulette's Country Kitchen, Paulette and John are proud of their son, Bo Cassell, and all his Nevada Union teammates.
Grass Valley Glass, the Sawin family has a long NU football tradition.
Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Everyone at the Cavros home are huge NU football supporters and say, go Miners.
Pro Glass supports NU football and other youth programs.
Landcraft Landscape Service and Homecraft Building and Design. Tony Barrows is proud to be this year's NU Football Booster Club president.
Plaza Tire and Auto Service. The Hauser family loves to support high school and youth sports in the foothills.
The House of Print and Copy. Patty Free is a proud NU Mom alumnus.
Walker's Office Supply. The Anderson family is happy to support our local foothill teams. And of course, finally, by Touchdown Productions, Championship Television for the Foothills. Join us next week as we travel to Colfax High School for the big Pioneer Valley League Championship game. The whole season boils down to the matchup between the Colfax Falcons and the Bear River Bruins. Colfax is undefeated in league, and the Bruins have only one loss, and so the stage is set, as we have been talking about, for one of the best games of the year. It's the Colfax Falcons against the Bear River Bruins next time on your Foothill Game of the Week. Join us each week in our expanding Foothill network of stations. ACTV Channel 20 in Auburn, USA Media Channel 23 in Colfax and Bear River, NCTV Channel 11 in Grass Valley, Nevada City, and our newest station, glad to have them join us, Lake of the Pines Channel 7 in Bear River. And wherever you're watching us, thank you so much for joining us tonight for this contest.
Well, Jim, it's been somewhat of an exciting game. It looked like the Miners might have had a chance to pull this out after their start, that big start in the third quarter, but as it turned out, Granite Bay was just too much for them tonight.
Hey, Granite Bay let's give them credit. Granite Bay is an excellent team. They're an excellent squad. There they are right there. Of course, extremely pleased with the performance that they put forth tonight. Very balanced attack. It was kind of like we talked about in the pregame segment. They were balanced on offense between the run and the pass, very explosive both ways, and defensively they did an excellent job tonight. Our executive producer director of tonight's telecast is Gilbert M. Dominguez. Our Chiron operator and replay is Grady Fike. Camera operators Walt Baker, Chris Glass, and Parker McDonald. Our announcers tonight, Marty Mortensen and Jim Adams. Underwriter coordinators Gil Dominguez and Ron Davis. Office manager Patty Costa. Hairstyles by Michelle Brown of The Look. Remote facilities brought to you by the Commander. Stats courtesy of MaxPreps.com. We're always interested in your comments. Feel free to contact us. Touchdown Productions is located at 12059 Nevada City Highway, Suite 106 in Grass Valley 95945. Call us at 274-2206 or 274-2882. We're also interested in hearing from you via email, feedback@touchdownproductions.com. So that's going to about wrap it up for us here tonight from Hooper Stadium. An excellent, exciting contest that we have been able to witness here. And for Marty Mortensen, Gil Dominguez, and our entire Touchdown Productions team, this is Jim Adams saying good night from Hooper Stadium, where Granite Bay has prevailed tonight by the score of 24-14. Good night, everybody.